Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today we're going to present about the theory that our group has chose, which is SOR, Stimulus Organizing Response. Our dependent variable for the theory is customer emotional response towards in-store purchases. This is our team members. My name is Putri Nurrojana binti Supri. We create three independent variables, which is first environment quiz, second marketing stimuli, and thirdly social influences. So, for our first independent variable is environmental cues such as lighting, store layout, and ambience that set the mood for shopper. Second IV is marketing stimuli such as promotions, ads, and discounts that attract attention and create emotional responses. And third IV is social influence such as interaction with peers, salespeople, and fellow shoppers that affect emotional and purchasing behavior. This research examines how the three most critical independent variables drive the emotional response of customers when they shop in store.
Literature review. In today's retail world, businesses use emotions to influence purchasing decisions. Factors like the store environment, marketing, and social influences play a big role in shaping how customers feel and buy products. 2.1. Environmental cues and emotional response. Store elements like lighting, music, scent, and layout affect emotions. Warm lighting is relaxing, while bright lighting is energizing. Slow music calms and fast music speed up shopping. Pleasant smells improve mood and encourage longer shopping, while a neat store makes customers feel comfortable, while clutter makes frustration. 2.2. Marketing stimuli and emotional response. Marketing tools like product displays, ads, discount, and packaging triggers emotion. Attractive display get customers excited to buy. Ads focusing on emotional benefits build customer confidence. Discount create urgency and lead to impulse buys, while good packaging makes product more appealing. Next, we move on to 2.3, which is social influences and emotional response. Social factors like peers, sales staff, and family influence emotion and buying decision. Seeing others enjoy a product boosts confidence. Friendly service builds trust and encourage purchase, while shopping with friends or family create a fun, supportive atmosphere that leads to more purchase. Research question and hypothesis. Based on the literature review, the following research question and hypotheses are proposed for the studies. 3.5. Research question. The first question is, how do environmental cues such as lighting, background music, store scent, and layout influence customers' emotional response during in-store shopping? 2. What role do marketing stimuli, promotional displays, advertisement, price discount, and packaging play in shaping customers' emotional response? The third question is, how do social influence, peer behavior, sales staff, interaction, and shopping with friends or family affect customers' emotional response and purchasing decision? Hypothesis, we guide the analysis of how each factor influences customer emotions and purchasing behavior in store. Next, we move on to the interpretation of the calculation of mean, max, and standard deviation. For residuals, the residuals range from negative 5.5390 to 7.7833 with a mean of 0, indicating no consistent overestimation or underestimation. The standard deviation, which is 1.7385, shows significant variability in the prediction, suggesting the model is not always accurate. For standardized residuals, which help identify outliers, exceed 3 in absolute value, with a maximum of 4.362 and a minimum of negative 3.104. These extreme values may indicate outliers or influential data point that needs further investigation. And for predicted values, the predicted values range from 2.4082 to 4.9566 with a mean of 3.7583. The standard deviation of 0.63895 indicates moderate variability in the prediction. Standardized predicted values with a standard deviation of 1.000, the standardized predicted values suggest consistent spread, making it easier to compare the model's performance with others. For t-test, the one sample statistics show that the environmental cue, which is EC, has a meaning of 3.74 with a moderate variability. Marketing stimuli, which is MS, has a slightly higher mean of 3.83. Social influences, which is SI, has the lowest variability with a mean of 3.65. And the dependent variable of customer emotional response to an in-store purchase has a meaning of 3.76 with a relatively low variability. The one sample test shows that the mean values of EC, which is 3.7417, MS 3.8250, SI 3.6542, and customer emotional response to an in-store purchase, which is 3.7583, are significantly different from 0, as all T values are large. EC equals to 41.166, MS equals to 41.963, SI equals to 41.930, customer emotional response to an in-store purchase equals to 43.963, and P values are less than 0.001. The 95% confidence intervals for all variables do not include 0, confirming the statistical significance of the result. This suggests the observed means are meaningful and not due to random chance. It shows that the effect size for EC, MS, and SI range from 0.66 to 0.71, indicating medium to large effect. The effect size for customer emotional response to in-store purchase are the highest, with coherence V at 0.66 to 218 and hedges at 0.67075, showing a strong relationship with the independent variables. This result suggests that the EC, MS, and SI have significant impacts on customer emotional response to an in-store purchase.
Good day, I'm Rachel. Let's start off with the nominality test of environmental cues, EC, which is our first IV. The Kolmogorov, Smirnov, and Shapiro-Wilk test show significant result of P less than 0.001 for all components of environmental cues from EC1 to EC4, indicating the data is not normally distributed. Non-parametric methods may be more appropriate for analysis. Next, the Kolmogorov, Smirnov, and Shapiro-Wilk test show significant results of P lesser than 0.001 for all components of marketing stimuli, our second IV, MS1 to MS4, indicating non-normal distribution and suggesting non-parametric methods for analysis. Thirdly, the Kolmogorov, Smirnov, and Shapiro-Wilk test show significant results of P lesser than 0.001 for all components of social influence, our third IV, S1 to S4, indicating non-normal distribution. The Kolmogorov, Smirnov, and Shapiro-Wilk test show significant results P lesser than 0.001 for all components of CERTISP, which is our DV, indicating non-normal distribution. Pearson correlation. The Pearson correlation table shows a positive relationship among all variables. CERTISP, our DV, and EC, which is our IV1, have the strongest correlation with 0.964, followed by MS, our IV2, with CERTISP Pearson correlation of 0.728 and EC Pearson correlation is 0.724. SI shows positive but relatively weaker correlation with CERTISP with 0.703, EC with 0.738, and MS with 0.660.
Cambridge Alpha for IV1, which is environmental cues. The reliability analysis for IV1 questionnaire shows a Cambridge Alpha of 0.742, indicating good internal consistency as it exceeds the 0.60 threshold, which all 60 respondents analyzed and no exclusions. The questionnaire is deemed reliable for future analysis. Next, the reliability analysis for IV2 questionnaire shows a Cambridge Alpha of 0.696, exceeding the 0.60 threshold, indicating satisfactory internal consistency, which for item analyzed, the questionnaire is reliable for measuring the construct, making the data suitable for future analysis. Reliability analysis for IV3 shows a Cambridge Alpha of 0.660, exceeding the 0.60 threshold. This indicates the 4 items are sufficiently correlated and reliably measure the construct. It's making the questionnaire suitable for future analysis. The reliability analysis for the DV questionnaire shows a Cambridge Alpha of 0.691, surpassing the 0.60 threshold, which for items and 60 response. The questionnaires demonstrate satisfactory internal consistency and are reliable for future analysis.
Let's talk about the regression. The regression model predicts CERTISP effectively with an R-square value of 0.931, indicating 93.1% of its variability is explained by our 3 IVs, SIMS and EC. The model is statistically significant, P less than 0.001, leading to the rejection of the null hypothesis. And supporting the alternative hypothesis, then SIMS and EC significantly predict CERTISP. The Durbin-Watson statistic of 1.734 confirms no significant autocorrelation, ensuring model reliability. The ANOVA table confirms the regression model's effectiveness in predicting CERTISP. The model explains 24.088 out of 25.871 total variation in CERTISP with an F statistic of 252.137 and a significant level P less than 0.001. Hypothesis testing rejects the null hypothesis, that is, SIMS and EC do not significantly predict CERTISP in favor of alternative hypothesis that they do. This demonstrates the independent variables significantly contribute to explaining the variability in CERTISP. The regression analysis shows the environmental cues EC have a significant positive impact on CERTISP, B equals 0.882, P less than 0.001, leading to the rejection of the null hypothesis in favor of the alternative hypothesis. However, marketing stimuli MS, B equals 0.070, P is 0.161, and social influence SI, B equals negative 0.038, P is 0.479 do not have statistically significant effects on CERTISP, so the null hypothesis is supported for both. Thus, only EC significantly predicts CERTISP. Thank you.
The collinearity diagnostic for the regression model with CERTISP as the dependent variable reveal potential multicollinearity concern. Agent value indicate the variance of each dimension, which have her value representing more significant contribution. The condition index shows value above 15 for dimension 2 and 3 suggested collinearity issue. Various proportions highlight that MS and SI contribute more to multicollinearity in dimension 3 and 4. This analysis identifies potential issue which predictor intercorrelation in the model. In conclusion, it explored the emotional responses of customers toward in-store purchases, emphasizing 3 critical factors, which is environmental cues, marketing stimuli, and social influences. The findings indicate that environmental cues has a significant positive impact on customers' emotional response. Marketing stimuli show a moderate but less significant impact, while social influence display minimal statistical significance.